G'day all, it's Colin from PCTLC and thanks for joining me. In this video we're going to be looking at Ubuntu Mate 21.04 Hirsute Hippo. It's a bit of a strange name, but anyway. We got the welcome screen here. We got introduction, so if we have a look at introduction and we full screen that, we can scroll down to learn a little bit about Ubuntu Mate. And go back there, we've got the features, pre-configured yet flexible. Well, modern and full featured to start with. Pre-configured yet flexible, built-in security, powerful applications, productivity, entertainment, games, accessibility, mobile integration. So we've got the getting started button here and we go to update and extras. I just did the updates. So we'll just check the updates again. Yes, there was a few updates and I updated it. Forgot to record it. But it just should say software is up to date. The software on this computer is up to date. So there was a few updates there. And now we've got additional screensavers, additional themes and additional community wallpapers. These ones here should take us to the appearance settings within the control center. And this one probably do the same, yep. And the control center is here or somewhere in the menu here, probably under administration, I would say. No, system tools. No, preferences. No, I'm not sure where the menu control center is in. There's the control center there. So it's only under all by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Control center. So it's under all, but it doesn't seem to be under any of these categories here. Probably because it's got a main shortcut button here, so that's probably what that's all about. So we've got additional themes we can install, and we do have additional community wallpapers. Now, I did install additional community wallpapers on VirtualBox. I don't know if this is the same or different. So we'll check that out and see what it comes up with, because we were talking on Big Daddy Linux Live on Sunday morning and they were saying that there was different coloured wallpapers to match the accent themes or the accent colours. Now I didn't see that, but I didn't also install it from here. I installed it, I think, from Synaptic Package Manager. So I might have been picking up a different community wallpaper lot. So we'll check that out and see. So they've been installed, okay. Let's go to change desktop background. Looks like the same ones. So we've got these different colors here. I wonder if that's what they were talking about. Possibly these ones. Okay, I was talking mainly about this main Ubuntu theme here, which is the default. I thought they meant that they had this one here with these shapes on it and this Ubuntu Mate logo in the middle in different colors. That's what I was talking about. Maybe that was misunderstood. But yeah, we've got different colors there. So we'll wait till we get to the accent themes and we'll check that out. So we've got additional themes here. I don't know what they are. Let's just install those anyway. Breeze icon theme, arc theme. Okay, so there's a couple of extra themes there. So it doesn't hurt to install some extras. So that is the updates and extras. We've got drivers. Additional drivers, let's check that out. And the NVIDIA driver is already installed from default. Bit of screen tearing there. I'd probably have to run a small command to sort that out. That's not a problem. What do we got here? You're already good to go with graphics, wireless and Bluetooth. If there were no additional drivers found, the hardware, nor did it work after installing the firmware packages, you may need to research your device to find the appropriate driver. Printers I haven't added yet, but there's HP support, which is good for me. My printer's HP. Software utilities for peripherals. Previous, they've got small buttons here, so we can go next. I didn't even see those buttons there. Need to change my glasses, I think. Then we got language and support, complex input. And what else we got here? Backup, firewall and user management, so Deja Dupe. Control center, we know where that is now, and keyboard shortcuts. Next, what's inside my computer? So there we go there, I'm on my Toshiba laptop there. Gives a nice little storage presentation there as well. I quite like that. That's not bad at all, it's quite nice. And that's it for that one. That's getting started. You got community, chat room, software, which will probably take us to the software boutique. I was a little bit disappointed not to find OBS in here. I had to install that through Synaptic. So I installed Synaptic through more software, as you can see, and I installed OBS through that. So what do we have in here? I don't know how much it's changed since I last looked at it. I think Redshift was left out because there was an issue with Redshift. So there's all your, what's this one? Games, graphics, internet, Office, programming, sound and video, system tools, universal access, servers, more software as we've seen, and there's some fixes there. There's a fix for broken packages, outdated packages, so that's your software. You got get involved, shop, donate, browser selection. So there we go, we've got a browser selection there, and you also got the selection within the software boutique as well. So I'm pretty sure they were all in there. Color selection, so this is what I'm talking about. So we've got the Yaru Mate, Ambient Mate, the default color is green. So we can install blue. Let's try blue, I don't mind blue. Updating the cache. So wherever you see the apply button, that's used to set the variant and apply that variant, whatever's there. So I think we're on Yaru Mate already because that's the ambient there. So let's apply the blue. There we go. Let's check that out. So the buttons are gone blue, all these buttons are gone blue. Now there's a blue background. Okay, so that didn't happen to me on VirtualBox. That background didn't change. So that's what they're talking about. Must have been a VirtualBox issue then, because definitely that didn't change for me. So let's install purple and try that one. Okay, so let's apply, the purple's already applied, and the purple background is already applied. That's very nice. Okay, so definitely I was having a problem with the, it's got to have been the VirtualBox issue. Maybe in VirtualBox you got to log out and log back in. I'm not sure what's going on there. We've got the dark theme. Let's check out the dark theme for this. Let's go back to blue. I like blue better. So there we have it, blue buttons, blue background. That looks quite nice. I'm very impressed with the way the Ubuntu Mate is looking at the moment. This is probably the nicest I've seen Ubuntu Mate look. It's just got a level of spit and polish about it. It's just something really different about it that just looks really nice. I think they've done a really good job on this one here. So once it comes to the long-term support, I'm sure it'll be looking even better. So the dark theme even goes across to Firefox as well, which is quite nice. I'd have to think that's Martin Wimpress. Yeah, he likes to use the emojis or emoticons or whatever they're called. I can never remember what those things are called. Ubuntu Mate 2104 is here, and it has a new look thanks to the collaboration with the Yaru team. This release marks the start of new visual direction for Ubuntu Mate, while retaining the features you've come to love. Read on to learn what we've been working on over the last 6 months and get some insight to what we'll be working on next. They take the opportunity to thank everyone who contributed to this release, including the Yaru team, the Ayatana Indicator team, and everyone who participated in the testing and bug filing, and those of you who have been contributing to documentation and translations, because apparently they're not easy jobs either. So thank you, and thank you all very much indeed. So they've got these new indicators in the control center, so let's have a look at that. Indicators here, and you can show full username on the panel, remove logout item from the menu, suppress the logout. So they've got all these different toggles for certain things within the system itself. We'll just have a quick look at that. I'm not going to go through every one of them. Allow setting the volume above 100%. Show percentage on the panel for the power, the time on the panel, messages and Bluetooth and not highlighted, probably because I don't have Bluetooth on here. Notifications, Spotify, Network Manager, and Mate Tweak. And keyboard, enable this indicator on login. Okay, so they're the indicators there. Other indicator changes include added printer indicator, which replaces the legacy printer applets. They've removed redshift. We ran into a showstopper bug that prevented its inclusion in 2104. They'll either reintroduce redshift in a future release or adopt a potential alternative from the Ayatana Indicator project. Expect to see more Ayatana indicators included in feature releases of Ubuntu Mate. Top candidate areas are display indicator, messages indicator, keyboard indicator, Bluetooth indicator. Oh, that's why they weren't working, because they're not included yet. Okay. Yaru Mate, this is where most of the work was invested. A new derivative of the Yaru theme called Yaru Mate has been created. Yep, and that's this one here, the Yaru Mate theme. So if we was to put that on, back to default, let's choose that one there, and this one here, and maybe even go back to the light theme. That is the Yaru Mate icons. The Yaru theme called Yaru Mate. So it looks like it's the icons and the themes as well. So that's what they've changed. So I'm going to go back to blue and apply the dark theme. So this work touched a number of projects here. Here's what Ubuntu Mate now enjoys as a result of Yaru Mate. GTK 2, 3 and 4 Yaru Mate light and dark themes. Suru icons, along with a number of new icons specifically made for Mate Desktop and Ubuntu Mate. LibreOffice Yaru Mate icon theme, which are enabled by default on new installs. Font contrast is much improved. Websites on a dark mode at the operating system level. So in return for the excellent theme and icons from the Yaru team, the Ubuntu Mate team worked on the following, which are now features of Yaru and Yaru Mate. Pixel Perfect Marco Metacity Compiz window manager theme that matches Yaru GNOME shell window rendering. All icons in these themes are SVG for improved HIDPI support. GTK source view 2, 3 and 4 style based on vanilla color palette. Palette? I'm showing my French. As a result of our window manager and GTK source view contributions, it is now possible to use all 3 upstream Yaru themes from Ubuntu and Ubuntu Mate. So in order to make Yaru Mate shine, we've also created plank themes that match Yaru Mate for side and bottom docks. Patched Marco window manager disabled shadows on side tiled windows. The Yaru and Yaru Mate window manager themes feature clean edge styling for side tiled windows. Yaru Mate snaps. Snapd will soon be able to automatically install snaps of themes that match your currently active theme. So it looks like they've done a lot of work on the icons and theming, and it really shows, because it really shines through on the desktop when you're using it. You can really see the difference. They've done a really nice job. What's next? Well, while we've made lots of progress with Yaru Mate for 2104, the work is ongoing. Here's what we'll be working on next. Some symbolic icons are being provided by a fallback to the Ambient Mate and Radiant Mate icon themes, something we are keen to address for Ubuntu Mate 2110. Ubuntu Mate doesn't have a full complement of Suru icons for Mate Desktop yet. Plymouth Boot theme will be aligned with the EFI respecting theme shipped in Ubuntu. So the Mutiny layout, which provides a desktop layout that sometimes mimics Unity, has been a source of bug reports and frustration, so they've worked on that. They've removed the Mate Dock Applet from Ubuntu Mate and refactored the Mutiny layout to use Plank instead. Okay, so we'll be checking that out. So switching to the Mutiny layout via Mate Tweak will automatically theme Plank. Window Buttons Applet is no longer integrated in the Mutiny top panel by default. You can manually add it to your custom panel configuration. Window Buttons Applet has been updated to automatically use window control buttons from the active theme. HIDPI support is also improved. As a result of these changes, Mutiny is more reliable and retains much of the Unity look and feel that many people like. They've also added NeoFetch, HTOP and INXI out of the box. Okay, so that's a lot of that there. They've done a lot of work, I must say. So let's go to the Control Center, Mate Tweak, Panel, and this is where you can make your changes to suit the different desktop styles. So let's try that. Mutiny. Let's go straight for the Mutiny. Looks pretty good. Pantheon. Well, actually, let's just check this out. If we hold the, I think it's the Shift button and right click, we should get Preferences. So hold down the Shift button and right click your mouse, you get Preferences for the Plank. So that's definitely Plank, what they're using there. So there's no, let's see if it does icon zoom. So that's nice. Got a bit of icon zoom happening in Mutiny. That's pretty cool. And you can adjust your icon sizes. Icon zoom. We can go a little bit more on the zoom if we want. Wowee, look at that. Very nice. What was the default? I don't know. That looks good enough. Very nice indeed. You choose behavior, docklets, themes. Let's see if they've got any themes here. So they've got, what's the default? Matte, Mutiny Dark, Mutiny Light, Transparent, Ubuntu Mate Blue because we installed blue. So it's got a hint of blue along there. And if we use the icon zoom, that looks quite nice. Purple. So you can choose those accent colors individually in the Plank preferences, which is quite nice. Yaru Dark, Yaru Light. So they've integrated a lot of things here. That's pretty cool. Let's try some other ones. Let's try Pantheon. See what that looks like. And definitely it's changing very quickly. That has zoom out of the box, normally Pantheon. Calendar. Add event. Contemporary. Yeah, that's a bit the same as, what was the default? The familiar. So I think the familiar and contemporary are very similar. Cupertino. That's a bit similar to the Pantheon, but it has the full screen menu, whereas the Pantheon has the brisk menu. That's right. And the familiar, I think, was the default, I believe. Yep, I think that was the default. And then you got Windows. You can choose HIDPI, regular, HIDPI, auto detect, appearance, right, left, window control placement, buttons on the left, buttons on the right, right with menu, oh yeah, left with menu, right, window manager, Marco, adaptive compositor. Okay, yeah, I think you could go all day on the Mate desktop, to be honest. Let's just quickly check out themes, appearance. Let's just see what they've got here. Let's go to customize. So they've got the purple, so the themes are integrated within the theme selection, so you could probably mix it up yourself once you've installed those different accent colors. And you've got differences there as your Mate Dark, Yaru Mate Blue Dark. So you got a few different choices there as well. And you got the icons as well, purple. So you can probably make your own mix and match. And then you could save it as, which is here. I'll just leave it as it is. I quite like the way it looks at the moment. So that is the Mate desktop. Just thought I'd leave a couple of these up so you can check it out. Pretty good job there by the Mate team, I must say. This is looking very polished indeed. Just to quickly run through the indicators before I finish. I've got the OBS running there, Bluetooth there, graphics card NVIDIA indicator as well, Ethernet, notifications, we can clear, do not disturb, power indicator, sound, a link to the sound settings, the sound settings there, time, calendar, you can add an event, time and date settings link there, and also your system options. I have to say, just using this, you can just really see. It's really nice on the eyes, and the work that they've put into it for this release. Ubuntu Mate, it's probably the best. I'm not a big fan of Ubuntu Mate. I just sometimes I think it's just too far back into the GNOME 2 era. I have to say, the little changes they've made here, I don't know. It just gets me a bit excited, I must say, to see that the desktop gives me a feel of wanting to use it, which the Mate desktop doesn't do for me that often. So I think they've done a really wonderful job on this desktop, and I'm really looking forward to the changes leading up to the next long-term support. So congratulations to Martin Wimpress and the team there, and all the other people that helped with the changes on the Ubuntu Mate 21.04 Mate desktop. I think they've done a wonderful job. I hope this video helped you see, as much as what I've seen, that the nice changes that Ubuntu Mate and the team have made. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting and informative, and thanks for watching.